I'm Cynthia Mulligan at the Moss Park Armory. As this bitterly cold weather continues, there is a renewed push to open up the armory to house those who live on the streets. Advocates for the homeless say it's crucial. The city says it's not. And there are two very different narratives emerging tonight about whether there is enough shelter for those who need it. You sleep under these blankets here?
Yeah.
How are you surviving?
It's pretty hard. To the grace of people that donate stuff and hand warmers, gloves and stuff like that. Other than that, we'd be dead.
This is where Robbie says he sleeps at night in this bone-chilling cold. He openly admits he's an addict and says he has been turned away from shelters as a result, and because they are full. In your experience, is there room in the shelters?
No.
You go and they're crowded and you're turned away?
Yeah.
Advocates for the homeless have renewed calls for the city to open the armories to provide more shelter. This online petition now has more than 30,000 signatures. But the city insists the Better Living Centre here on the CNE grounds is a better option because it is free and, unlike the armories, can be open 24 hours a day. 71 people stayed there last night. Capacity is 110. Still, advocates argue more shelter is desperately needed.
Homeless people are suffering. Frostbite, cold, depression. That's what happens. And you can't say people are choosing to be outside. There is nowhere for them to go.
These latest numbers from December 28th show shelters were on average at 95% capacity, but there were almost no spots left for women and youth, and family shelters were all full. And the number of people using them is on the rise, with over 1,000 more people using shelters in November this year compared to the same month last year. Think you're going to be able to survive out here all winter if it stays this cold?
Well, I've been surviving so far, so I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, but right now I'm alive.
80 people are believed to have died on the streets last year. Now, the city put out a statement today saying that outreach workers found 13 people on the streets, 1 accepted help, and that there was enough shelter space for any who needed it.